list. So our list coming from AK__47_ in the chat while we are doing the podcast is, by the way, join our chat if you're watching the YouTube video, twitch.tv/abrog87. Join the chat. It's a good time every Thursday night. Top Big Ten stadiums based on atmosphere. Our top threes. Who wants to start? Based on atmosphere. Because we got some bangers of stadiums in this conference now. With the addition of the 4 teams from the Pac-12, there are some legit bangers. You got Rose Bowl Stadium, you got Autzen, you got Husky Stadium. The Coliseum's like cool historically. But,
Coliseum.
They're cool stadiums.
And there's no atmosphere because that implies fans being there.
Sure. So that's the point, though, is we're talking about atmosphere, not coolness of stadiums. Because there is an argument to be made that every new stadium in the Big Ten is fucking elite. Like
the Rose Bowl during UCLA games.
Yeah.
Yes. Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl Stadium.
Rose Bowl. The Rose Bowl during the Rose Bowl. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they're hosting Northern Alabama, not so much.
When they're hosting a Big Ten team.
when they're playing a Pac-12 game.
Yeah.
When they're just on the field.
Okay, you want to start?
I'll go first.
Yeah, go for it.
My number three, Autzen Stadium.
Yeah, Autzen, by the way, like, I think the glow of Autzen Stadium sort of died a little bit before COVID, right? Like when the sellout streak stopped and it wasn't as loud as it used to be during the Chip Kelly era, all those things. I feel like it really, like, frankly, Taggart tried to bring some of that back with like the swag surfing and all that stuff and doing all those things, but it was a gimmick and it didn't last very long. And I think like Oregon's luster in terms of like national is not anywhere close anymore.
Well, it was much better this year than it had been the previous couple of years.
Because you know why?
You are definitely right.
Because winning usually leads to the atmosphere. Well, that's why also, I disagree with Taggart on it.
But also, we had a really weird time with the Mario era because the games were sold out. You know, Oregon won 10 games, Rose Bowl 11 games, 12 games, but they were boring and stagnant to watch. They weren't exciting. So,
you want to go or me?
I'll go to my number 3 is Ross-Ade Stadium.
Oh, bang the drum!
I mean,
boiler up.
Yeah,
those Boilermaker fans, they got nothing else there. So
Ghost of Dan Sutherland.
Yeah. Oh, so that stadium is raucous. That atmosphere.
All right, I'm going. My number 3 is Ohio Stadium.
Just fun fact.
Okay.
Ross-Ade Stadium in Purdue, they did shout a couple years before Oregon started.
They did as well.
Why you gotta bring up old shit? I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, we are throwing so much fucking salt on Oregon right now. Yeah, Autzen's not really good anymore. You know, like didn't come up with shout. Matt Carney's probably not actually from Oregon.
We're down in 10 for the Cougars.
Nice. Yeah, my number 3 is Ohio Stadium. I mean, like the script Ohio is fucking rad. Like that, the stadium is always full and loud. It's cool. All right, 3's from the chat. We got WCP with Nebraska. What's their stadium called?
Nebraska Stadium?
Is it just Nebraska Stadium?
It's got to be like War Memorial or something.
War Memorial Stadium, right?
I just feel like they're
Yeah.
I feel like the Big Ten has a lot of war memorials. I think Illinois is a war memorial.
Are they too?
It is,
yeah.
Yeah, Memorial Stadium. That's the Cornhuskers. Yep.
Well, my number 2 also, Nebraska. Always sold out.
Yes.
They release 1 million red balloons. They're the nicest fan base in America, and I'm being 100% serious. Great people, salt of the earth. They haven't made a bowl game in like 8 years.
It's incredible.
Still sell the place out.
It's incredible.
They survived Bo Pelini and Mike Riley. So I mean, good for them.
Their fan base is
Oh
elite.
my God,
Like extremely elite. Like the black shirt thing is such a fucking great aesthetic. Like it's so cool. Like
this is super niche. But if you look at like old Nebraska highlights, like Lawrence Phillips era, Tommy Frazier, they kind of still do it, but you can't really do it because everything's corporate now. They would have all these flags they would hang down, near the field that said like the California chapter of black shirts, the Iowa it was super cool. It's just something you can't do anymore because, like I said, there needs to be a Pepsi sign there.
Yep, gotta have it there.
Yep. All right, that's all we got. That's all we got from the chat. So.
All right, yeah. My number 2, I'm with you. The horseshoe.
Yep, it's great. 2 from the chat. WCP says Beaver Stadium, Penn State. Yep, that's my number 1. The whiteout is phenomenal.
Whiteout,
it's the best.
Mine's the same thing. And then the video of them 2 years ago, I think, hosting Michigan. Because they, that Mo Bamba song.
The night
you guys know
game.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They played the Mo Bamba song before the first play of the game. It doesn't culturally fit the middle of Pennsylvania, but that is fucking awesome. It's so good.
Incredible. Yes.
And Mo Bamba getting a rap song that went platinum. What a weird time 2018 was, or whatever.
Mo Bamba is still in the NBA? On the Magic?
I think so.
On the Magic?
Yeah, I think him and Jonathan Isaac are their twin towers.
Oh.
I got honorable mention Camp Randall.
That's a great one.
Yeah, Camp Randall's pretty good too. Boys.
Camp Randall would probably be my number 1 pick to go to. That in Penn State.
Yes, boys.
Madison sounds awesome. I would love to jump around. That was a brain fart on my end.
The Ducks are about to play some really average teams in the best atmospheres in the sport.
Like,
it's really cool.
Do you want to go to like Kinnick Stadium? Do you want to see Iowa?
There, seeing the child, the waving to the children's hospital.
Kinda.
The poor dying children. Yeah.
I kind of want to go to all these places other than Rutgers.
Northwestern.
I could skip Maryland.
I don't need to wear subthermal jackets for the new Northwestern Stadium. Sorry.
If I could pay you to watch, this is fictional. I could pay you to watch top 10 Oregon play at Northwestern. It's all expenses paid. Would you rather go in the next 2 years while they're playing on the lake in the 15,000 seat stadium that they haven't even broken ground? They haven't. There's no bleachers down.
Freezing your ass off? No.
Or wait until they have the brand new 30,000, which is insane. Their brand new 30,000 seat stadium. Would you rather go small on the lake or really nice and comfortable?
Obviously, nice and comfortable.
See, I think I'd rather go lake for the story.
Do you say it's really only supposed to be 30,000 the capacity?
It's not even 40. It's not even 40,000. Yeah. It's like,
why are they letting this team? Why are they letting this school stay in the Big Ten? Get them out of here.
I don't know if you saw Oregon's football APR. It's really bad. Yeah. They might get banned from the bowl next year.
It is wild looking at the size of the stadiums in the conference. Because you have like Michigan Stadium, which, by the way, is a objectively terrible atmosphere.
Quiet as hell.
But there's
very old.
107,000 people in that stadium. Beaver Stadium, 106. Oh, the Horseshoe is 102. Like that is reminder. Oregon's like 56 when sold out and standing room only. That is fucking crazy. That is
they're going to be like 10th in the conference for size. Maybe
I will say, like when I see Big Ten fans talking about coming to Oregon, because they've heard the atmosphere and whatever, and I want to be like, okay, guys, yeah, you can come. Like you will have a great time in your seat. Like the in-seat experience will be awesome. You will enjoy it. But the tailgating has been taken over by facilities and stadiums. There's not a lot of tailgating. And the stadium itself, on the outside, just kind of mid. It's just kind of mid.
What was that skit? Lowered expectations.
When you're in your seat and it's a big third down, and Don Essig goes, 3rd down and 10 for the Wildcats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We do get up for that. Like, I know a couple people that are coming from Ohio State fandom, and I'm like, like I said, the atmosphere will be electric.
Yeah.
Don't get excited about a nice stadium on the outside. Don't, you can get hammered wherever, but the tailgating scene is not great.
Do they have to make some changes? Do we need to go in and bulldoze the BMX, park, the dog park, and expand out to actually have tailgating?
Luck. Like I said, they tried to hold a game day there once close to the dog park like 10, 15 years ago, and they couldn't because the noise upset the nocturnal sleep cycle of the box turtle in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
You trying to mess with those Nutria skis?
The circadian rhythm of a box turtle would have been screwed up by Lee Corso at 7 a.m. So they could not do it there.
Nutria, you're allowed just to
kick
their skulls in. So yeah, I don't think they care about the Nutria.
The other day I went.
They definitely care about the Nutria. By the way, Ski.
They do. No one cares about.
They definitely do.
I was doing some shitty bass fishing, just killing time and just passing out
Delta Ponds.
It was the Delta Ponds. It's like, I'll just go to Delta Ponds.
Yeah.
And every time a nutria I would see, I'd throw that little frog top bait at it and just come on, get it. They were smart. Sadly enough, the ducks were dumb enough where they would come towards it and then at the last second realize the frog was fake or too big or whatever. And yeah, I was trying to get a nutria.
Trying to catch a nutria? You trying to bring it back home and put it in your koi fish pond?
Kill it.
Pet nutria?
Kill it right on the spot. Bare hands.
Wow, this pod is very anti-nutria all of a sudden. I did not know that about us.
They're invasive.
They're invasive.
Get them out of here.
You guys remember a couple years ago when the first nutria was spotted in like Sacramento or something?
Frogs too, by the way.
And the News Corps down in Northern California had no fucking idea what that thing was. They thought it was like an exotic rare. They didn't know what it was. It was
beaver.
Nope, unidentifiable. They thought it was like a beaver subsect, and they were
a mutated beaver.
A crappy pelt.
Jesus. Oh, by the way, one from the chat, WCP says Otson, which is wrong. So
it's incorrect. Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I appreciate you being a homer.
E Z E N. The first three were A U T. No.
A-U-T as in like we're out of
We're
here.
out.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. 3rd down.
Here come the Ducks, the green and yellow, mighty Oregon.
Okay, real question. Don Essig, Oregon, has some like cheesy, dumb stuff. Like Oregon's cheesy history stuff is kind of dumb. Like it never rains in Autzen Stadium.
I mean, look at that.
I personally think it might be time for some new shit, but I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I don't mind that it never rains. If they got rid of the motorcycle, I would not care one. I think they should stop doing the smoke out of the tunnel. They modified it a little last year where it's more in the tunnel, not out of the tunnel, because that's kind of a Miami thing. But yeah, I could kind of be done with the motorcycle. I don't really
Might
care.
be time for some new stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
More Matt Kearney.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Oh, Matt's here for the end of the show. Cool. Thanks, Matt.
Hey guys, more of me. What do you say? I'm coming home. Oh, I didn't hear you. Yeah. All right, I'm out.
Thank you for watching.
See you, Matt.
Thank you for listening. I know, Matt, first time, long time.